Hi guys, Win Perini here from Saastribe, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you an overview of an exciting new online coaching platform called Mastera. So let's get started. So let's start with classes. You can see here that I've started building out the classes. So you add a class, you give it a name, you choose whether it's virtual or in person. So virtual is when you're going to stream the class from your Zoom, or you could pre-record a video and you could upload it here to go live at the time that this class is scheduled, which is handy if you can't be there. Let's say that you're busy or that you're double booked yourself, so it can help with that. Or you want to do it in person. Let's say that you've got a local studio and people are arriving, and you can use this system to manage those events, or you can choose the option of doing both if you're going to be both streaming it and having people turn up. Okay, in this case I'm just going to pick virtual, then I'm going to say it's active and that it's recurring. I'm going to allow drop-ins, and I'm going to make the price $30, give it a color code, give it a description. On the next page then I choose the day, the time, the teacher, and this is important if you've got more than one teacher on your team. And so you can choose from this drop down here of who's teaching what, and how many people are in each class, and which service you're going to be using to stream that event. Now at the moment they only have Zoom, but I believe in the near future they're going to have YouTube Live as one of the options here. Once you've done that, you click on the plus, it appears in this drop down here, click on submit to save that, and that's how you quickly build up your schedule of events that you're able to do live. Now once I've done that, you can see that every Tuesday going forward I have that on this scheduler here. If I look at the calendar, this is a slightly different view, but it has the equivalent information. This will be handy when you have more than one teacher, and you'll see that all of their different classes at the different times will show up on this calendar, so that makes it easier for you to manage. And then you'll see from this drop down here, we've only got one trainer at the moment, but once we have more trainers you'll be able to select by the different trainers that are there. So this last tab here is for appointments. There's no appointments here at the moment, but let's say that we wanted to do a 45-minute session, one-on-one with Lauren. So that's my wife who does the yoga practice. I'm going to make that $100, and it's going to be 45 minutes, and that's going to be through Zoom, especially now that we're in lockdown because of COVID. So click on next, and now you can see, well, I can't actually see it there, but if I submit that, let's put that here. Let's make it 10 a.m. and I'm going to make that there. So that's done, and then I'm going to select the trainer, submit, and there we go. So now these are the different appointments, and bearing in mind that these all get paid through Stripe. So Stripe is the payment integration for that. There's actually three main ways that you can provide content for your audience and your members. The first two I've already mentioned, which are live classes and on-demand video. The third way is actually blog posting. So let's go through each one of those now, and we can break this down further into three different parts. The first is the videos, which I touched upon briefly before, but if I go into one of these videos here, you can see that I can change all the information to do with this video. You got the title, description, the category, the tags, the trainer, whether it's paid or free, and if you are selling them one by one, you can do that if you want. In this case I'm saying it's $3 per class. I also suggest that if you want to upload a custom thumbnail, then that's where you can do it here. Okay, so once you got the videos in the system that you want, there's different ways that you can repurpose them. One way is that you can sign people up to an unlimited membership, or maybe even a restricted membership where they have access to certain classes. You can also take some of the classes that you've already got in your system, and you can create what's called programs, or another way of thinking about this is courses. So once again, you can upload a featured image. You can also upload a teaser video, which is basically a short format promotion. So let's say you put up a 3-minute video that articulates what's valuable about this particular package, and that will give people an idea of what they can expect. The duration, whether it's private or published, and also whether this is free, which I do suggest that you do make some of your content free, whether it's paid, i.e. a one-off payment, or whether it's part of a longer term subscription. We'll talk about those in just a minute. So in terms of the lessons, because I've already got a bunch of classes already uploaded here, I can choose those from this list here, which I've already done really quickly for the purposes of this tutorial. And then you can just add them in here and you can quickly add those lessons. Once you've done that, you click on update and that updates the program. Okay, finally, we've got posts, which I find really interesting. Let's say that you wanted to have all of your content in one place, including your blog posts. Well, this is a great way to do it. So I've put together a quick blog post here just to get an idea of what the experience is like. I don't know why this is not. Usually you can expand this out, but I don't know why. Oh, there it is here. Great. So you just drag that down, put in a featured image, which has nothing to do with the yoga. So I've just pasted my content in there after writing it in Phrase, right? So you can just copy and paste from a tool like Phrase straight into here, give it a name, give it a slug, which is the URL that people can find this at, and then you can give it a category here as well. Once you're done with that, you can save it, and let's go and have a look at what that looks like. So in order to look at your content for the blog posts, this gives you an idea of what the layout looks like with the logo, the title of the post, the featured image there, which is full width, and then a single column layout, which is actually quite modern. This is in line with how Medium does it now. What's missing, however, is a comments section down the bottom. I do like that they have this sharing icon here. I do think that it would be helpful if this was like a floating navigation that was running down the side here. If this was floating down the side here, it'd make it more easier for people to share this. Also, what I'd like to see is that, you know, when people highlight certain parts here, that it gives them a little pop-up comes up saying, do you want to share this on Twitter? That would be great. Or if they click on these images, do you want to share this on Pinterest? Once again, these kind of activities really help with the social spreading and distribution of your content. So this is the store, and you can add various products. Now this is not necessarily just digital products, you can also add physical products. It's nowhere near as fully featured as Shopify or even WooCommerce, but it is functional, and it does, if you've got simple needs for your shop, then this will be fine. You get your product name, SKU, price, you can add in images, more than one, submit that, and you're done. That's how you upload your images. You can even add affiliate links in there as well. So if you have affiliates working for you and you want to compensate them for sending you traffic, and you're paying them by the sale, then this is the way to do it. In categories, you can add different categories here. I've just got the one at the moment. And you've also got stock management, stock in, stock out, and tax and shipping. I haven't added anything there, but that just gives you a generally quick idea of what the store can do. So this section is where you get to style your site, where you get to upload things like your logo, your business name, your social media profiles, your terms and your privacy policies, your colors, your fonts. Also, if you want to embed your content, let's say you have your class calendar, but you want to show it on a different website, then what you do is you grab this iframe code snippet and you paste it in the HTML section of that website. You can do the same thing with your video library, and you can also do it with various programs. Now, in terms of building out your pages, you can add as many pages as you want. The way that you do it, the way that Mastera does it, is that you can choose from pre-built templates, and you can choose whether or not somebody has access to that, whether that's the public or whether this is content that's restricted to just your members. You add banners, descriptions, buttons, but the way that these pages are put together are with these templated sections, right? There's not a lot that you can drag and drop. It's not like Landingi or swipe pages where you can really have fine-grained control over where your elements go. This is not like that. This is really like a website builder on Rails, more like the style that I used to see a few years ago. Still very functional. The pages still look professional and clean. you just won't be able to do every conceivable thing. That's all. I mean, to me, these look very professional, very appropriate for the purpose. Depends what your needs are in terms of a website builder. In terms of the menus, you can choose what's in the menu. You do that on the other section that I was just talking about with the pages, but you can configure these type of menus here as well. In terms of custom domains, you can either use the domain that's provided by Mastera, or you can use your own, bring your own domain, and it gives you instructions for creating your CNAMEs and your A records in order to point your domain to Mastera. Now this section here, the JavaScript CSS, I'm going to talk about it in a bit more detail soon, but what it enables you to do is to put custom JavaScript, custom CSS, and custom tracking codes here. Now where these load at the very bottom of every page on your website. I'm going to talk about this more detail. I'm not going to go into this in detail right now, but I'll cover it again in just a short moment. Okay, and so this is where you manage your media library. Every image that you upload ends up being put in here. Now, as part of the basic plan, you get the chat box that allows, it's not doing it for me at the moment, but allows people to contact you with this little chat box in the bottom right hand corner, and you can configure it to ask for email or phone, and you can say what message is there. In this section, you can also configure the different emails that go out automatically when people create an account, when they lose their password, when they get welcomed for the first time, when they sign up to a class or they buy a package, or when you invite different people such as teachers or admins. So you can edit all of that there. In this section, you can also add new users. Now, whether or not they are teachers, whether they're administrators, you can choose that from these different roles in the drop-down: admin, teacher, staff, content creator or editor, and analyst. So that's the different roles that you've got the options of here. Now, each user gets to the option of being able to integrate their own Zoom account, which is handy when they're when you're teaching more than one class at the same time and you don't want clashes. In terms of integrations, at the moment the only one that's showing there is YouTube Live, and that one is coming soon. And finally, for receiving payments, like I said, Stripe Payments appears to be the only payment provider that's available at the moment. As far as paid add-ons go, and these are additional to the base plan, so if you have already bought the base plan or you're thinking about the base plan, these aren't included in it. So when you upgrade to one of these packages here, whether it's boutique or growing, these depending on how many contacts you've got, it will unlock things like email campaigns, SMS campaigns, automated and one-time campaigns, which are basically marketing automations, advanced segmentation. Not 100% sure what that is, but if I had to take a guess, I would say it's people that have maybe they're prospects and they haven't become paid members, maybe they've bought a package, etc., etc. The last one is this template builder, and I actually have no idea what that is. So let's go across to the pricing page real quick. I want to talk about this enterprise part here specifically. So if you click on contact us, you can get in contact with support. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to come back. But why you may want to do that, as I mentioned earlier, as you start getting traction and you're showing your business model is profitable somewhat, then you're going to want to expand your business and grow in all different ways possible. And one of those ways is to get your content on your own branded mobile app, both on Android and on the iOS stores, because those marketplaces have a networking effect, and if you can get traction there, then it can be significant. Same goes for TV apps. So these are really like the new apps. You get those smart TVs that come out, and they're hooked up with some of the newer digital TV channels. You can get your apps showing up there on those TV channels, and once again, this is an additional cost. I don't know what that cost is, and it's something that you have to check on. And the reason why I don't want to say anything here, even though I do have a cost in my mind, is because those costs might shift by the time that you get the chance to watch this video, whether it be days, weeks, or months from now. The burning question is Mastera really essential for your business? Well, if you have a team of instructors and trainers, I'd say definitely yes. It really is a powerful suite of tools, and it will definitely help you if you're wanting to get traction and success in this current climate that's struggling with COVID-19. And especially if Mastera takes on board some of those suggestions that I've made, I really do see them being able to disrupt some of the bigger businesses out there with the tool that they've got here. And it really is affordable. Right now, there's a lifetime deal for Mastera on Appsumo. Just follow the link for that in the description below. And if you're not already a member of our awesome Facebook group, we have a thriving community over there where we discuss all of these SaaS products. We interview the founders. We talk to topic experts on SEO and advertising, sales, marketing, all of the things that can help you to grow your business. So please come and join us. You're going to have a lot of fun there. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It really does help our channel. And if you've enjoyed this, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. See you soon.